The Ottoman Empire was a once great empire in mainland Europe. At the height of its glory, the Ottoman territory stretched from Eastern Europe, Asia Minor, to North Africa. But between the 17th and 20th centuries, this great empire seemed to start to lose its power. Even Western countries gave the Ottomans the nickname, Sick Men of Europe. In this period, the Ottomans experienced many setbacks, especially after the departure of Solomon the Magnificent. The Ottomans experienced setbacks in many sectors, one of which was trade. The conquest of Constantinople in the 15th century, on the one hand, became a very profitable thing for the Ottomans, because controlling Constantinople was tantamount to controlling world trade routes. But on the other hand, this conquest seemed to be a ticking time bomb for the Ottomans. After Constantinople was occupied by the Ottomans, Western countries began to carry out large-scale expeditions to find new resources. In the end, this expedition was successful for Western countries. They managed to find resources, as well as get new trade routes without passing through Constantinople. The Ottomans also lagged behind Western countries in terms of technology. At that time, famous scientists were born in Western countries. Between the 19th and 20th centuries, Europe had succeeded in making very efficient transportation routes by completing the railroad project, while the Ottomans only started at the end of the 20th century. The West is also capable of carrying out an industrial revolution. This caused production in Western countries, such as England and Germany, to increase sharply, leaving the Ottoman industry, which was still very traditional. The Ottomans were too involved in a war that was detrimental. Call it the Russian-Turkish War, the Turkish-Italian War, the Crimean War, the Greek War, the Balkan War, and the Arab uprisings in the future, which of course drained resources, and complicated the economy of the Ottoman Empire. With the defeat of several of these wars, the Ottoman lost many territories such as Bulgaria, Greece and Libya. So, it is appropriate if the Ottoman is nicknamed the Sick Man of Europe in conditions like this.
In 1878, a bright light began to illuminate the imperial sky. The Ottomans, who were then led by Sultan Abdul Hamid, began to show a bright spot. Abdul Hamid succeeded in modernizing the Ottoman in several fields. His most brilliant achievement was the Hejaz railway line, which was completed in 1908, to connect Damascus with Medina. The Sultan also led the Ottoman to victory in the Greek Wars, and maintained the power of the Ottoman for many years afterward. Unfortunately, calamity came in 1909. Abdul Hamid was removed from his position as Sultan, and now, the Ottoman began to enter a long period of war, starting from the Balkan Wars, to the First World War. Abdul Hamid's presence seemed to only delay the collapse of the great empire. The defeat of the Ottomans in the First Balkan War caused them to lose much of their territory in Eastern Europe. The Ottomans, under the command of Enver Pasha, chose a joint alliance with Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Bulgaria in the Central Bloc. The main goal of the Ottomans in the First World War was to reclaim the territories they had lost in the previous war. In the end, the cooperation between Germany and the Ottomans in the previous decades, which was considered beneficial, actually dragged them into a big war that they were not ready, and instead brought the Ottomans to destruction. If you like content like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video if you find it useful. Thank you.